Yeah.
We'll see what y'all think of this one. TaeVi Visual Podcast. I don't know what the song is. A lot of some special guests in the building. Tune of the week.
I can't pray you don't have rainy days till they bound to come. But I can pray you keep your head up and don't never run. I told my brother and them that we gon' shine just like the sun. I'm from the trenches, well all we know is murder ones. Pop out, cops out, oh yeah. On the road doing shows, rock out, oh yeah. My block, his block, her block, ain't safe. No love down here, gotta move away. Last night, I was praying that I'd be okay. I was hoping you could make my day. And when the world is cold, just remember who you are. And I pray one day we gon' be paid. We don't have to worry about a thing. And when the world is over, we'll be okay. We gon' be okay, okay, just probably not today. Today, they lie right to my face. My face, they asking, am I okay? No way. Yeah, I'm like, Last night, I was praying that I'd be okay. I was hoping you could make my day. And when the world is cold, just remember who you are. And I pray, one day we gon' be paid. We don't have to worry about a thing. Oh, when the world is over, we'll be okay. Yeah. Childhood friends turn to hood rivals. I'm just trying to recreate the hood cycle. I got some brothers on the block and I'm gon' take them all. No matter the cause. Mama, I'm sorry. Not the same kid, but I'm still your shawty. No time for games, I put on my Atari. Pulled out my pen and I wrote this story. I told Lil' Tank, let's go on the road. Back to back living, we doing the show. And I'm in my feelings, I get in my zone. I'm in my feelings, I turn on the cup. FNL grinding, I know we gon' blow. My heart is pure, yeah, we made out of snow. I'm living good now, no more doing wrong. I'm feeling good now, hear it in my song. Yeah, I'm like,
Tune of the week, man. Go Out Dash last night. Last night. What y'all think about the song, bro?
That bill nice.
It was nice, yeah.
Nice little tune.
I felt as I'm listening to it, because I ain't listened to it in a long time. I ain't listened to it in a long time, so I seen like that bit was basically just him humming most of the song. But it sounds good though. So, special guests, y'all in the building. 2 special guests. They never been on here. We have the man to the back with the Jayy chain on, as y'all see.
Down gang.
You want to introduce yourself, or you want me to introduce you?
Well, introduce me.
His name Jamine, aka Jayy. And the man next to him, we have Dusty Show. That's all right. That's him right here. And this is our first time meeting all 3 of us. Well, not all 3 of us.
What's his name again?
I'm the Dusty Show.
The Dusty Show.
Yeah, that's his Instagram name, but his name Dusty. This is our first time meeting ever. Well, me and Dusty and Jamine. Me and Jamine met before. We went to school together. A little background, but today we gonna chat it up. But first, I want to ask y'all how y'all doing today, man. It's 2021. How has the year been treating y'all?
2021, we going up.
Talking to Mike a little bit.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, you can.
You can hear me now? Yeah, but 2021, we just keep going up, keep the blessings coming in. You know what I'm saying? Just keep elevating. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, man?
2021 is going good. I finally feel like I'm fucking winning after being on pause the whole 2020. So, January 1 started a new page for me, and I've been floating ever since.
All right, that's good. That's good to hear. Now, I see you got your clothing on.
Yes.
Black boys need love too.
We need it.
Let's chop into it. Well, let's get into that right now. What does that mean? What does it stand for? And where did you come up with this?
Oh, wow. Well, the mantra came from from discovering parts about my mental health that I really needed to address. I was sitting in the back of my car listening to Summer Walker's "Girls Need Love" too, and I became emotionally connected to the song, which came out of nowhere. And I'm like, damn, she's really speaking to how I really feel about really needing love, but she's speaking more on an intimate basis, like sexually. And I'm coming from more of an intimate level, more of a spiritual, emotional level. And I'm like, damn, I need that. So I begin to think, how many more black men feel the way that I do? So after hearing that song, I started, getting in touch with my mental health. I started to seek a therapist and all of that good stuff. And I formed a group called Black Boys Need Love too. And I got 40 black men in a room to discuss their feelings. That's kind of hard to do on a normal basis with 2 people, let alone 40. And since then, I've been doing the work of, spreading the word of letting people know that we really do need love. We're not, this stronghold, this strong tower this object of a person that doesn't have any feelings or doesn't have any opinion on anything.
Now, where do you think that opinion comes from? Because growing up, a lot of people around the black community say, like they tell you, the young boys to, I guess, sometimes bottle up their emotions. They don't tell them that directly, but when they be like, be a big boy, you're not a girl, don't cry, stuff like that. What do you think it comes from the inner household of the black family?
Absolutely. I think it's a generational thing. We can go back as far as our great grandparents. These are things that they were taught. They were taught, to discipline their children. They were taught to tell the young man to get up and go to work, tell him to not, really adhere to his feelings because he has work to do. And I think that's been passed on, from generation to generation to generation. Even in our generation, even when we punch a boy in his chest and he begins to cry, we tell him what? Man up. What you crying for? But in reality, he's being affected. This is a feeling that he's feeling. When you get hurt or you get punched and you feel some shit physically, you want to fucking cry. You know what I mean? But if somebody's telling you, man, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna give you something more to cry for, you
suck it up.
You suck that shit up. Yeah.
Now, Jamon, I want to ask you, in the black community growing up, do you feel poverty affects the mental health of children and young black kids growing up? Is it more likely someone to have mental health issues or someone who experienced trauma from poverty?
Fuck. They got all different type of kids. Like for me, I work with kids, so I see, you know what I'm saying? They really got different type of kids that come from parents with drug abuse, parents that don't make no money, so you know what I'm saying, they just
out here trying to get it how they live.
You know what I'm saying? Like the little kids, they making money on their own, you know what I'm saying? They'll rob, steal, let me see. Let me get you a situation. Wait, ask the question again? Fuck that. Run that back. We probably gotta cut this part out.
We ain't cutting nothing out, I'm telling you.
All right, well, fuck it. But ask it again.
You just go talk it again. But
ask it again.
But do you feel it's more likely for a kid to have mental health issues if they come from a poor family or poverty? Do you feel a rich kid and a poor kid has the same likely?
Like you said, a rich kid, they'll have more connections than a poor kid. So a poor kid really like getting it out the mud.
And what does that mean? Kid, what does getting out the mud mean?
Like, like getting how I live, really like I said, stealing. If they hungry, fuck, they gonna steal. They don't got no money, so they gonna go to the store, steal, try to get what they could get. So, they can eat and shit. So, feed their family, feed their little sister, feed their, shit. They can't get provided to them, by their, mama, daddy, grandma, whoever not there for them. Some kids really don't have their mama. A lot of kids don't have their daddy. You know what I'm saying? Some kids not as lucky as some kids, to have a mama and daddy versus, just growing up with their mama or growing up with their fucking grandparents or growing up in a cousin's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of kids don't even.
What is a solution to helping the young black community from that happening? Where does it start at?
Shit, like I said, giving back. You gotta give back to your community if you really fuck with your community. I give back to my community. You know what I'm saying? If I was that nigga with all that bread, you know what I'm saying? They say they city, they state, wherever they from, will do the rule. Give back to your, where you from.
Now, why are you speaking on that? You met a few presidents throughout your life, right?
Or no.
Fuck.
Like face to face and ask them questions.
I met Joe fucking Biden. Well, I met Joe Biden.
Now, I asked that because I wanted to ask you: do you feel the president elections affect the black community? Any president has affected the black community directly with any laws they change, any rules, any stipulations,
I ain't
regulations?
about to get into all the
No, it's just, do you feel any president has directly affected your life?
affected?
Yeah.
Barack was my best president in my
No,
opinion.
did you feel he affected your life? I didn't ask you, was he your best?
Man, that was my best president.
Has
Yeah, he affected my life. That was my best
All right,
president.
did he affect your life?
How?
Not emotionally. I'm talking about anything that was directly helpful to you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just asking you a question.
Obamacare.
All
For
right.
people that ain't even have it. I don't even know if I had it or not, but I'm just saying.
Free healthcare?
Like, fuck, that was free healthcare for real. That's for people that really don't have healthcare. They can go to the dentist, you know
it's
go to the
Biden
doctor.
care now, huh?
Yeah, I know.
All right,
I know
now.
they got all that now.
Dusty, same question for you. Do you feel any president has directly affected your life where you seen change?
The only change I will.
Talking to Mike for me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely. Just recently, Trump. Trump has affected our lives gravely. You know what I mean?
Explain, because
especially
a
as
lot of back pusher will be coming from a black man.
Well,
Saying something about Trump. Go ahead, explain that.
I think that in our lifetime, well, in my lifetime, I can only speak for me. I really haven't really been exposed to like racial experiences until Trump got into office. I really feel like that's when everybody really started to reveal their hands out in the open. And I have experienced multiple encounters, with racism since he's been in office. Now, any experience prior to that, I was oblivious to, and that's just me being ignorant.
I was about to say, so you probably experienced it, but you really
just
didn't
know.
notice.
Yeah, and I had that discussion with my mom because my mother never really prepared me for racial encounters, racial conversations, or anything like that. All my mother taught me to do in these 30 years that I've been living is to present well, and that'll take you wherever you need to go at, and that's what I've been doing. It wasn't until I got to grad school at UNO that I was confronted with racism, and I didn't know what the fuck to do about it. And I'm like, damn, this is gravely affecting me. So as time went on, Trump is in office and all of this shit is going, haywire in the world. And it's kind of like, I'm seeing this shit for myself. So I'm really pretty much living, some shit that I never would have thought I would have experienced ever. Right.
Now, what racial encounters, what would you feel is the best way to encounter a racial situation, or as the famous line now, a word was last year, Karens. What is you getting racially profiled for no reason? Are you just taking a good walk in the park? How's the best way to handle it? That's for both of you guys to answer. Take turns.
To be honest with you, I really don't know how to handle it.
What you mean?
I mean, how is the best way to handle a racial situation when someone is being aggressive towards you, blaming you for something based off the color of your skin?
So this recently just happened to me. And I'm still ignorant to this, but I kind of fed into this lady's into this lady. I was at Walmart up here in Chalmette.
All right.
And a woman, I guess we locked eyes or whatnot, but she started to like speed up her pace in her walk, and I'm like, I know this bitch not playing with me like right now. So I started to do a little, 1-2 behind her, and she, yes, and she like literally took off.
Hellcat move.
Yes, and I stood on top of my basket and I started screaming hysterically. And there were a couple of people outside like, what the fuck is wrong with him? And I'm like, she's scared of me, I'm scared of her too. So I literally started screaming, and that was my, my reaction to her. Now on a normal day, if I wasn't, with the shits, I probably would have internalized that, and I probably would have been hurt, and I would have gotten in my car and went haywire at my house. But in that moment, I was
the
like,
first person up. Man, look what this bitch did.
Yeah, but in that moment, I'm like, man, fuck her. And I did a whole PSA about her after that.
What you think?
Shit.
Talking to Mike?
So
I
ask
told
that
you was
question
nervous.
one more time.
I told you were nervous.
No, it wasn't nervous. You know what happened, but we ain't gonna say it on the
What
mic.
is the best way to handle a racial encounter for you?
For me, I ain't gonna lie. If it's a white old person, like a little elderly, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
They
walk
get a
away.
pass?
Like, nigga, yeah, I'm a pass. They get a pass because they old. Like, you know
What's old to you?
what's old than me?
65, 60, 55,
Yeah,
50?
you give them up there. Yeah, they got
60?
Be like, like 60 and up. Fuck it.
All right.
But it depends on how they walk, you know what I'm saying? Cause
It depends on if they stable or not.
man, you know what I'm talking about, man. Stop playing.
All right, so what if it's just a 30-year-old, 35-year-old woman, a man?
See, men don't get no exception. I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna go off on you, and it depend on how I feel that day too. Like it for real. Till you know me, dog. Like it really depend on how I'm feeling and what type of day it is. Like, cause I really walk away from a situation to not even get no trouble. Cause I'm black. Like you said, I'm black. He white. So I'm not gonna win at the end of the day. How it's looking. You know what I'm saying? Black lives matter. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna come out good for me. Like it's just gonna always look good for him. And fucking by me being young, woo.
I'm glad you said that.
You just gotta make smart moves and right. You gotta make right moves and
So you gotta make right moves based off the color of your skin. You saying?
Yeah,
you're not gonna win at the end of the day. I'm glad you said that. With the Derek Chauvin case, him getting sentenced to 22 years, do you feel that is a jump start to, I guess, a jump start to what I say? I don't even want to say a new beginning, but something good for that cops are being, I guess, they have consequences for their actions, at least for that certain case. Do you feel that was because it just was so much scrutiny behind it and how it happened? Talking about the George Floyd case.
Shit. That's a lot. That's a lot going on with that situation. I feel like that was the start of something, as you seen, something different, something new. How I just like how all the black community was getting together. You know what I'm saying? Fight for one another. And,
all the protests, peaceful protests, I would say.
Yeah, like that was fire. Like even though, despite the people that died, that was terrible. Rest in peace to them. But I just like how everybody would fight for one another. You know what I'm saying? Just not letting nothing
separate them.
Yeah, like not letting nothing separate y'all. Like we gotta stick
pissing
together.
me off, huh?
Yeah, man, you gotta get them out of here.
Open that door a little bit.
Under the camera. Out of here, bro. Where the fly swatter at, man?
Open that door a little bit. But go ahead, Dusty. Answer that same question I asked if you remember it.
I don't remember.
I got.
I'm saying, I be trying to tell you, man, you gotta repeat questions in this
man,
bitch.
y'all is out y'all mind right now.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right,
I'm
got
with
you.
you.
Do you feel the Derek Chauvin sentence jump started something that will hold, I guess, police accountable for their actions towards the black people? Or you feel it's just they did that because of all the scrutiny and social media behind it?
I'm kind of in between all of it. In between, I do feel like because the situation was brought to light, that they felt like they had to act on it. I really think that sentence was bullshit, in my opinion. In my opinion, I don't believe that you can just take someone's life on camera and be sentenced to a few years in jail. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
With the potential to go back to your family and rebuild your life.
What's your sentence? Sorry for cutting you off.
What's my
What's
sentence?
your consequences for that?
Definitely life. You know what I mean? Life. You know what I mean?
How he did it? Fucking right, life.
Life. My thing is, George Floyd can't go back to his family. He can't come back from the dead. He can't.
So you should make the same consequence for the person who did it?
Absolutely. It's only fair, but I mean, life ain't fair. Fair is some shit you put on the bus, to get to where
I'm
you
just
gotta
saying,
go.
like, if it was one of us,
that
if it was one of us would have killed one of us, we still getting like,
baby, we'd have been under the jail.
You know what I'm saying?
Been
Like
dead.
I got uncles that's in jail right now that's never getting out. You hear me? Off of shit I'm not about to talk about, but I'm just saying, like, it's just when a white man, what nigga say white nigga? Boss.
Go ahead, bro.
Zero chill. Fuck.
What the nigga name? James Holmes, bro. I never forget. And nigga James Holmes, he played like the Joker, bro. He had went to the movie theater. We was in like high school. He went to the movie theaters, bro. And he shot up the whole movie theaters. White man, bro. This nigga ain't even get like. They just say he was crazy, like
mentally ill.
Mentally ill. Woo. But that would have been, one of us. Woo. Bro, we, we raised bad. We come from.
They would have found your worst
It's all
picture,
type of. It's all type of shit. And
The
then
thing about it is, what I've noticed,
them would have got life.
they are able to get away with the mental health diagnosis, but there have been many cases throughout history.
Black people plead.
Wanda Jean, for instance, look her up. She had a history of mental instability. Her mother had a history of mental instability. It was a cycle of things. This lady, it was all recorded, and this lady still was sentenced to death.
Crazy.
Come on now.
Now, coming off a very serious topic, I want to switch gears to social media and the impact, since we talked about it a little. Where do you guys feel the social media is at right now in today's world? Because is at its top-notch tier, in my opinion. Where y'all feel it's at?
What you mean?
And how it affects lives.
Social media is life right now.
Yeah, you can get rich in 10 seconds on social media. So
that's the new life. That's the
new
generation of life.
So how has social media affected y'all lives? In a good way, bad way, medium way, neutral?
Social media is life, death, anything that anything. You can really get anything from social media. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this: if you're not really a strong-willed individual, social media will break you down. Social media will have you, looking at yourself differently. That was a time, I'll be honest, in my early 20s, probably maybe up until like 24, I would look at, certain people on Instagram and compare my lives to them. And I would be more so ashamed of the life that I was living, because, these people are living fabulously.
Because they post.
Yeah, because of their posts. They have the best posts. They have the best pictures. And
all the likes.
And I'm like, damn, what I'm doing wrong. You know what I mean? And I got caught up in that shit. And then that started, a trend of me being self-conscious about myself, because I would see, other black men online who look, who look like me, but look better than me. And I started to compare myself to them. I'm like, well, why I ain't developing like that? Why I ain't presenting like this? Or why I don't have this or that? And it kind of like took me under. Right. But I had to, boss the fuck up and gain my confidence. And I'm back.
Now, Jay,
what's up?
You are a rapper. You deal with kids. You're meeting all the presidents. You might as well say you're famous. So how has social media affected you, bro?
Let me see. Nigga had a social media when MySpace was out. Yeah.
But it wasn't as prevalent. Well, it was prevalent. MySpace was prevalent.
MySpace
was prevalent before everything.
I had to go in there and try to add all the friends. Time with everybody friend.
Yeah, music in the background of your
page. Everybody was concerned about the fucking backdrop, making sure that it was perfect.
Yeah, and I had your
layout. Yes.
I remember I had Walk It Out on that bit. I Walk It Out. Remember that song? I had that Walk It Out song on that bit with the John Cena background.
Now, how is it now for you?
But new age? Like I said, social media different. Like social media really like define people's lives right now. You know what I'm saying? Like people really live off social media. Like you said, you can make money off social media. Fucking right. You can make all type of money off social media just by putting a song out, putting a little funny skit out,
creating a brand.
You know what I'm saying? Creating a brand, putting your clothes out, putting your podcast out, putting videos out, all type of stuff. So social media really a way to make money, but like he said, it is a way. It'll kill you if you don't know how to. If you're not that person. Like some people, like you said, some people don't like to post pictures because they feel like they ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm a post picture. I love myself to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta. Everybody could tell you. They could tell you all your flaws. You should know your own flaws. Fuck. Like, and you gotta live your own life. But by me saying that, like, fuck, cut myself off.
Y'all are witnessing high 2.0 right now.
Y'all come down, man.
It's all right, bro. You just catch it later on in the podcast.
Get out this, man. Y'all joking on this, but that's what it is. You know I can't multitask.
All right, now, what you were talking about, the self-confidence of being on social media.
But yeah, like I said, I love myself, so I'm gonna post myself if I feel like, you know what I'm saying. I don't want nobody to see what I'm posting. I'm not gonna post it. You know what I'm saying, but. Like social media for me, I post my music, post my brand, post whatever I want, just to make that money.
Question for I'm gonna ask one of y'all a question each. Dusty, what's the best thing about social media?
That's a broad question. Can you narrow that down?
Let's go to one social media platform. What's the best thing about Instagram? For you,
for me,
personally, yeah.
Now the best part about Instagram now is for me is that I'm able to actually be myself and actually inspire other people to be themselves. When I started Instagram, that was not the case at all. I was just posting the post, and just saying how I felt about certain shit. And then when people started latching onto that shit, I'm like, okay, well, bitch, you onto something. People are actually listening to you, and you're doing something for the good. I'm not just on there like just talking, shit. Right. They don't mean nothing, and people are like listening. So I'm using it for a positive.
All right, I'm gonna come back to that. I want to ask this question before it slipped my mind. What's the worst thing about social media to you?
To me, the worst. Fuck, you ain't give me the great. You want to give me the worst? All right, the worst. That people could like. I just don't like the fact people could down you on that bitch, like make you feel bad, like to where like you feel like you don't got it, like
everybody is so accessible to you.
Oh no, you know what? Another bad thing is the followers thing. Cause some people feel like, I'm about to unfollow this nigga because like I don't know. Me, I follow people back. I ain't gonna lie, I don't follow everybody back because I ain't about to follow all you weird ass people. But I follow, like, if I see you, like, if I didn't see you before, whatever, I'll be like, man, I seen that nigga before. I ain't tripping. I follow him. I don't got no.
So you don't like following people you don't know?
Nah, I ain't gonna follow nobody. I don't really know. It depends, though. It depends. Like, if you look weird or, yeah. I don't know, for real, bro. You really gotta look at people's pages, son, because some people will never post.
What's a weird page to you?
I don't follow people that don't post. Like, if you got 0 posts, but you got post? All these followers. Yeah,
but you just said somebody don't want to post because they might not be too much self-confidence. That was you?
Yes. I'm over here in character.
No, that was him singing.
Oh, rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
I'm about to say, bro, because I don't follow people with the 0 posts. And I'm like, man, I feel like, nah, you stalking me. I'm looking at my views and shit. You stalking me. You ain't
so what if
what
if a page have nothing but memes on there?
That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. What are you doing, bro?
Oh,
like,
man. So what if somebody got 2 posts? They only post every 4 months or something. You
That's
can
cool.
follow.
I post like every few months, and I gotta get.
But you on your story though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I post on my story, but on my post, you said post, like a post, like a little story post, like on your page.
So no meme pages and no posts coming to Jayy. Leave him alone.
Nah, I ain't say that. Look, I'm about to get better. No, listen, I said I'm about to get better at it though.
No, I say no posts, not you personally. I'm telling you, you don't follow people with no posts.
Oh yeah.
All right, so back to Dusty. I wanted to get back to your PSAs you be talking about and the famous intro to the PSAs.
Just putting a little nuggets inside of your sauce.
What's going on?
Even he laughing at his intro.
Man.
All right, man, where that come from?
I don't know where the fuck that comes from. Like, I always say, to like give people their nuggets or whatnot, and I just started saying this shit in my intro.
You heard what he said?
No,
because you look confused. Say it again.
He was asking
He
about
got
my
an intro.
and I said, "It's D Rose just coming in just to drop a little nugget inside of your sauce." Like, yeah,
Get it?
No, I don't really drop a little nugget inside of your sauce.
Like, just coming in to drop some knowledge in on you.
Yeah. All right, for sure.
Yeah. I'm about to play it, but you can talk while I find a video for it. You said on everyone though, but
it's everyone, yes. And I say on that note, I'm out as well. That's one of the shit.
While you talk, I'm gonna interrupt you when you get a little bit deeper into.
Well, what you want to talk about? Where am I going?
Oh, your PSAs and where did they come from?
Where did my PSAs come from?
Yeah, because you said you inspired, so
right. So my PSAs come from conversations that I hold with myself, and I feel like, hey, if I'm holding a very interesting conversation with myself, I feel like other people may want to hear this shit too.
All right.
And so I began to talk, and I really didn't realize that people were actually paying attention to me because I ran a lot, and to have people say, man, that shit woke me up, or hey, bitch, you made sense when you said that, or hey, I'm saving this video to remind me that I need to do X, Y, Z. That's like, oh well, fuck. Keep on talking. Keep on doing X, Y, Z.
So I got a video.
All right,
let's listen to it, y'all.
You got a video.
I got a video.
Turn me up.
like, check once.
Turn you up.
Oh yeah, I get hell yeah.
You laughing before the video. Hold on, I'm gonna let you pick the one.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
It's a PSA, y'all, of him ranting, but him spitting knowledge. You can hit it now, Trent. Hurry up. We gotta hit it
for yourself, I guess.
All right. Click that one.
Hey yo, it's D-Rose coming in just to drop a little nugget inside of your sauce. So I know it's been a minute since I've been here, but I ain't getting on camera unless I got something to talk about. And today I do have something to say. So there's been this young lady who has been pouring into me for the last couple of months, and she's been speaking positively. She's been affirming, confirming, and manifesting things on my behalf. And I totally appreciate her for doing this, but I thought about it the other day when she messaged me, and she messaged me a very lengthy message, and I was so grateful for it. And these were words that I needed to hear, but I thought about it in that moment. I'm like, wait. This lady believes in you more than you believe in yourself. How the fuck does that go? So I had to take a step back and read it one more time, and I'm like, honestly, she believes in you more than you believe in yourself right now, and what you gonna do about that? So I say, you know what? I have been taking the steps to do a lot more, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some more. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna clap for myself, and I'm gonna give myself props for the things that I'm doing. So I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. I don't give a fuck if it's minute. I don't give a fuck if it's major. I need for you to clap for yourself. It's an accomplishment. Right or wrong? All right. Well, if we can agree to that, I want you to start clapping. I want you to start cheering. I want you to start chanting. I want you to do whatever it is that you got to do to make yourself feel good and to get yourself to the next level. Don't let anybody else manifest or see your potential or make your craft bigger in their eyes than it is in yours. That's all I got for right now. So on that note, you guys, I'm out. Go forth and be great. Peace. Hey yo, it's Steve.
Were you guys listening? What did you take from the PSA? Clapping for yourself.
Well, I really heard that nigga felt that part when he said somebody that believe in you more than you believe in yourself. People like that, that's really who you do it for. Like as for me, like for my music, when I gave up at one point in time, like, man, son, this shit tiring. Like, I'm not about to keep trying to write. I'm not about to keep trying to, trying to find a beat. I'm not about to keep trying to do all this, pay on this man at the studio, or, trying to pay for video, it's like, I still fuck with you. But I'm just saying, like,
who's that person for you?
What? Keep me going?
Yeah, when you say you gave up just now.
A lot of people, my family, that's keep me going. My kids, they keep me going. I don't got no kids. I'm talking about,
Yeah, he talking about the people he work with, because he said
like my kids.
I was about to clear that up. I was about to clear it up for him too, because I was about to say you got kids.
Bro, you know I got no kid. Look, I got a dog. I got a little Irish, got a little Frenchie.
Shout out to the dogs. You know we love the dogs. Rory and Rover.
But what else? Yeah, like, my family, my grandma, my mom, my brother, my sisters, everybody, my family, friends, everybody that just support me, like, that keep me going, that keep, bringing that energy, like, Jay, don't stop, Jay, keep doing this, keep doing that, man, like, your shit really cool, you know what I'm saying, this and that, that gonna...
Hey, yo, it's D-Rose coming in.
That gonna keep me going. That's gonna keep me going, though, for sure.
All right, now, elaborate more on these PSAs, and... elaborate on this one we just had. Who was this person who did this for you? Well, believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
So there's this young lady named Shy. Hey, Shy. Shy has been speaking to me for quite some time about getting out there and utilizing my gifts and talents. It was not a thing of mine to do because of my nervous energy. I'm a nervous wreck when it comes to performing or doing anything in front of people, so I shied away from that. But she told me that she got a clear vision from God to send to me, and we never question anybody who gets a sign from God. And I assumed that she got the sign that I got, so I kind of like just started moving in the direction of the advice that she gave me. And since then, I've been flourishing in it. I just started singing publicly in February. That's been going good. I just started giving these PSAs in February. It's just going good. So I'm going to keep on talking as long as people want me to talk with it. The moment y'all want me to shut up, I will stop.
All right, now, you are a member, a client of therapy, right?
Yes.
How long have you been going to therapy?
I have been going to therapy since last August, I believe.
And what is your assessment on the therapy?
It's going good. I've learned a lot. I was already aware of things before I hit therapy, but I'm actually practicing healing and practicing those things that I was aware of.
I know. I saw a post where you say something. What you say? You said something about entertaining messy or some shit. You trying to work on that?
Oh, entertaining petty.
Yeah,
being petty. Yes,
Yeah,
the petty
some shit
person.
like that.
Yo, my petty bone hurts. I swear, it hurts, and I want to be petty all the time.
So, dude, is that stuff something you discuss with therapists? Pettiness?
Yes, I tell my therapist everything. Like, she knows me. Like, the pages of my notebook, legit. I tell her everything.
Is it a choice of what therapist you get to pick, male or female?
Yes,
old,
it is.
young.
It is. If you go on psychologytoday.com, there is a section where you can choose the provider that you would prefer to work with. You can choose a male, female, black, white, Hispanic, gay, lesbian. It tiers from your insurance that you have.
They got pictures on them?
Yeah, they do have pictures of the providers and information as well.
But you acting like you going for sex.
I'm like, man, he like me on Tinder, like he going to look for that date. I need a psychiatrist. Which one works for me?
I'm joking.
You want to go with your insurance if you got fucking.
My dude trying to joke.
I think I need insurance, son, or a talk.
You got it, though. You got Medicaid, a Medicare.
How you know what I got?
It's free. It's government.
How you know?
Well,
I guarantee you got it. I bet.
All right.
I'm about to say I could go look that up for you.
I
Medicaid
guarantee you
website.
got it. Like,
I can look that up for you.
all right, but continue.
I forgot where I stopped off.
Well, I'm gonna go to the next question. Sorry, y'all. We all over. Now, would you recommend therapy?
Yes, hell yeah, I would recommend therapy. I wish I would have done this shit sooner. Again, like we talked about earlier, I suppressed a lot of feelings for years because I felt like, after you hear so many times, stop being a crybaby about situations, or, stop being a mush, or you taking this shit too personally, you start to like really internalize that shit, and you start to question your feelings. Like, hey, is this me really being dramatic? Should I really speak out on this, or should I not? And I got to a point where I had an emotional meltdown, and I'm like, bitch, the shit that you keep internalizing is really plaguing the lives of not only plaguing your life, but plaguing the relationships that you're in. You know what I mean? And you need to get some fucking help. So I'm glad I listened and got me some help.
I feel like therapy is good, dude.
Have you ever been to therapy?
Me?
Yeah, person.
Shit, I had like an anger management counselor. You know what I'm saying? He used to come to my house when I was young. And,
How young?
11, 12, 13.
Did you have an anger problem? Or
Huh?
did you have an anger management
Did
problem?
I have an anger problem?
Did you think yourself you had it?
Shit. I don't know. Being a kid, fucking everybody getting into fights and stuff when they
No,
small.
everybody not.
Yeah,
so
got into
you
fights
probably
and
did
shit
have
when
one.
you was look, just know,
Just throwing your fights on everybody else.
I'm just saying, like, everybody go through, different situations, but that is, good to have a therapist or somebody to talk to, you know what I'm saying, or you always have that one person you can always go to for help, or, like that little venting person, if it could be your best friend, your buddy, it don't matter if it's a counselor, therapy, you just always got to have that person.
Do you think a best friend and a therapist are equal? As in your
nigga.
feelings.
Huh?
As in your feelings when you have to talk about something. Do you feel more comfortable with somebody you know or a stranger?
Shit, I don't tell nobody my business. But
Your business or your feelings?
my
You
feelings.
feel your feelings is your business?
My feelings I put in the music. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. Like, that was what y'all gonna hear. But yeah, I ain't gonna, run my mouth.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I'm that person, and I'm a social work major, by the way.
All right.
But I'm that person. I like helping people. I like, listening to what y'all gotta say. Cause if I can relate to you, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna give you that good advice that you need to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you that advice to keep you going. I'm gonna give you that advice to, make sure you ain't doing nothing stupid. Think about nothing. Like
So,
I'm just.
But
you
I
like
do have a question to
helping
that.
people. Go ahead.
I was about to say I do have a question to that, and this goes back like way back to like nursery rhyme days. Who helps to help or who helps?
I
to help?
swear to God, I was just about to ask. You
Right.
like helping people, but you don't like being helped.
I swear I really don't like being helped, son. I don't know why. I feel like I can handle it myself.
You feel like that's a manly gene, or
I don't know.
you feel like that's just you?
I don't know, because that could go both ways. I don't know. It can go both ways. But for me, I know for me, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm not gonna tell nobody else how I'm feeling. Like I keep a smile on my face. I really hide that pain, but I keep that smile on my face because I like bringing that energy. I'm that person that gonna bring that energy no matter where the fuck I'm at.
You don't want to
know what
bring
I'm saying?
your downers on somebody else.
I'm not gonna bring my downers on nobody else because fuck, he may not be feeling that way. He might be feeling happy. So if another nigga around me, feeling something, I'm not gonna make him feel like that's just bad energy and that's bad. You hear me? Virgo gang, September.
I'm a Virgo too, so
Okay, what you?
Look at him behind the camera. He mad.
he don't even know what he is.
He just said he was an Aquarius.
He
He's an
looked that up
Aquarius.
on Google. He had to.
No,
He don't know that.
What you is?
I'm a Cancer.
What that is? What's the traits for them? Because I know a lot of people are into astrology. Are you into astrology?
A little. Them
So
Cancers are
what is the
fucking mess.
Cancer?
They're-
Pettiness.
Pettiness. Well, it's either think of a Sour Patch Kid. They're extremely nice, or they can either be extremely mean. There's no in between with Cancer.
What's the birth months?
June. Yeah, June 21st to July 21st.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, back to the social media scene and the dating scene. He has. I ain't gonna throw you under the bus because you got what you got, bruh. But are you single or in a relationship?
No, I'm very single.
All right, so you're single. How's the dating scene?
The dating scene is going.
I'm gonna leave you out of this.
You can bring me into it. Yeah, what it is.
Y'all heard him. Bring him into the
conversation.
So I'm just laughing at how you did
I'm
it.
trying to look. I just try to leave him out of but
Man,
I'm gonna
stop
bring him in.
playing, son.
You say what you want about the subject, but how's the dating scene?
The dating scene is going good. I really just started opening myself up to casually dating. I actually met someone, who was very interesting.
What's casual dating?
Casual dating, that's when you're not really investing all of your time into someone, like you're
In
here and there, you know what I mean? But you're getting to know them, you know what I mean? No pressure with anything.
no commitments, no nothing.
No, nothing. I recently, started casually dating someone that, it ended, but I actually was happy that I did it. I allowed myself to, to go do something with somebody and actually get to know them. And it actually inspired me to do a lot within the last, couple of months that we were like, dealing. So I was like, yes. I was like, finally, you're getting out here, you're doing something instead of, projecting that trauma of your last relationship onto a new person that you're trying to get to know.
All right, now you say you want to bring.
I'm in a relationship and I'm happily married.
That's what you're.
I'm in a relationship and I'm happily married. Give me some fucking. Give me a round of applause. Man, look at his.
All right, brother. Your last relationship. How long was your last relationship? How long have you been out the dating game since you've been?
I have been out of the dating game for almost 3 years. My last relationship was 4 years.
Traumatic. If they left you out 3 years, traumatic.
No, run that shit. Go ahead. Keep going.
What you had to say?
No. I'm just listening. I just want to listen.
All right, continue.
Like I
You don't
said,
gotta talk about your
like I said,
relationship.
I'm that person that help people when I help. Like.
Oh, you want to hear about the
that's what I'm-
situation?
He want to
problem.
Yeah, he wants to
I just want to cause I like hearing that shit, bro.
With a
I like
treatment
hearing
plan.
that. I like hearing that shit, like people relationship problems and shit.
All right, we're not gonna ask about the relationships. This is personal, but we're gonna ask why 3 years.
Why?
3 years to get back in the game.
So 2 of those years were spent being extremely depressed after the breakup, and it was a culmination of things that tied into me being depressed. It wasn't just a relationship. That's life. And then once I started to get myself back on track, I realized I still was like mentally unstable, emotionally unstable, where I really couldn't like invest my time into somebody and like really date them. So I decided to just do it casually, or just have a high boy summer like I've been doing. Since
All right, not to cut you off.
You
got
go.
little partners, huh? You got little partners?
Yeah.
Like people. All right.
Dr. J.
I'm saying,
Let's go.
Like,
Let me cut you off. Here.
listen, no, for real. Right here. My little partner just got out of like what he said, 3-4 year, or whatever.
4-year relationship.
Yeah, man, 4 years and how long you went
took
fuck
3
with
years.
nobody? It took
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Shit, I would have told you heard my little partner, man, you better go fuck with man. You better
go
find,
what?
You better go find one of these females. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would have just boosted his energy. Like we would have just been out there. We would have been sharing rock.
Sometimes people don't need that.
And
though.
you know what?
But sometimes they do.
I think
Okay.
you
you think you needed that?
Sometimes
to
they
be
do.
honest with you, I think sometimes I feel like that's the worst advice to give to our friends. I think
Get right back out there.
Yeah, I feel like
No, I ain't saying get right. Like don't
I feel like-
don't look for a relationship. You're not looking for one this time.
It's more so like, hey, go fuck somebody so you could get over that feeling.
No.
or whatever.
That's basically what you said.
Yeah,
though.
that's pretty
No.
much what
I
got.
said let's go to Shamrock. Let's
Let's
get
go
you
to
a female.
I didn't say fuck anybody.
So what you said somebody. We ain't saying anybody. We said somebody.
Go fuck on
somebody, anybody.
Go
we
fuck
don't know
somebody.
this person. Who is somebody?
That's
Name
what
a
you
person.
said though. You said
Name a person.
You the one who just said any female.
Yeah, I didn't say, but I never said the
You
word.
said let's go find a female at Shamrock.
Let's go find a female at Shamrock.
So what you going to find a female for?
What y'all gonna do?
It's for him. First of all, it's for the single person.
All right, what he going
Second
to
of all,
find one for?
second of all, ain't just to go fuck her. Ooh.
All right,
You might just get a number. Ooh, and then you might fucking later on down the line.
later on down the line. All right.
You might hit her later on down the line.
You just want him to go converse with
I just want them to go
some
have
people.
fun. Go converse. Go
All right.
go have that mindset.
Get yourself out
that
there.
they have more fish in the sea, or they have more opportunities out there for you to. You don't never know who the fuck you might run into.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? You might run into. I don't know what you do. You probably act like that.
You sing?
You sing whatever. You might run into a person a producer, whoever, just by running your mouth, talking, drinking, being yourself. Somebody just seeing you off the ground with the woo, whatever. Like you just gotta. Just
yourself out there.
don't tear yourself down over a bad situation.
All
We
right,
get
gotcha.
that, but we also don't encourage our friends to feel their feelings either.
Yeah, I was just about to
We
say.
encourage them to just, hey, it happened,
Embrace
man. Embrace and move on. And I feel like sometimes it's really great for your mental to reflect on that relationship and realize what you actually did to cause demise of that relationship and vice versa or whatever. However you have it, and filter that shit before you go out there and fuck over somebody else's daughter or son.
They doing it, y'all. They conversing. Y'all go. This y'all show.
I feel like I have plagued the lives of so many men, since I've been out of my relationship, where I could have just taken that time to chill with myself. You feel what I'm saying? I've wasted so many people's times. You feel what I'm saying? Like just trying to, I'm about to just converse with you for a little while.
Don't waste.
And it's like, no.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Question before you go: how hard is it to get out of that shell coming out of a breakup?
It's really hard. Well, I don't know for everybody, but I know for me it was extremely hard. Because now you really have to recite this narrative.
Oh, my bad.
Nervous.
Recite this narrative again, and you have to get to know somebody again, and they got to get to know you and all of that shit. It's draining within itself. You know what I mean? Then you got to learn how to date again because everybody dates differently.
Got a question for both of y'all.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me see my fucking end.
Go ahead.
He right. Yeah, that shit is depressing. Yeah, and music, when you listen to music, that shit make it worse.
You went through a traumatic breakup.
If I ever went through a traumatic breakup, fuck, everybody.
How long was it? And stop saying everybody for everything.
Everybody got no real talk. No real
Everybody
talk.
got beat up.
Man, everybody
went to jail.
No real talk. Everybody for real. Everybody. That's gonna be my word for the day. Everybody.
All right, go ahead.
No real talk, cause everybody, you gotta crawl before you walk, right?
All right.
You gotta crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
I forgot the other one.
You said everybody has went through it. Well, I'm just gonna say you. How long was your breakup? Well, your relationship before y'all traumatically broke up.
Traumatically, I don't know. I don't know, son.
How long was your longest relationship?
Probably right now.
Right now, how long is it?
Probably like 4 years.
Damn.
4 or 5 years.
Right.
Yeah, I'm doing good, huh?
Yeah, you're doing very well. I'm proud of you, sir. All right, now, what is the best thing about having a partner? Either you can answer.
I ain't know who's going first.
Well, since you're the one in a relationship, I think you should go first.
What's the best thing about having a partner?
Yeah.
Fuck. That's a good question.
I ain't gonna show her this.
Yeah, she gonna say it regardless. No, but real talk. What's
Take a collect call. Please
ahead,
hang
bro.
up and down.
Nah, cause you could go all type of ways. Like they
Well,
got
go any way you want.
They
Go.
got their pros and their cons. Like
What's the
if I'm gonna
pros?
be on tape, what is this? Tape visuals. Let's talk and laugh.
Let's
You
talk
hear
and
me?
laugh. We've been laughing and talking, so I really.
I'm gonna
enjoy
keep
this.
it G. I'm gonna keep it real. But I mean, they got their pros and their cons. But you really gotta know somebody. You really know somebody when you stay with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's real. You know what I'm saying? What's the best thing about having a partner? That's always, having
Damn, you been
somebody
bouncing around. Come on.
having somebody there for you. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody not just to come home to, but you, like I said, always had that person. Like, fuck, you got your person.
Who?
Don't you got a person?
This ain't about me. This about
Man, answer the question. We got questions for the questions.
you.
we got helpers for the helpers.
I have a person. I have a person. Shout out, B. I love you, B. I love you, B. I love you, K.
There we go. It's heated. He gonna cut this part out, y'all.
Now you, who? My baby know we locked in. You go ahead, man.
It's just me and Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, bro.
I think the best part of partnership is just having a partner. You know what I mean? Somebody who you can really have a solid foundation with. You know what I mean? This relationship is totally different than any other relationship that you're going to have. This is a romantic, this is an intimate relationship. This person is with you however many hours of the day, and they know you like the back of their hand. Well, they can get to know you like the back of their hand. And I think that's like the best part, just being, partners with one another.
Y'all with these cliche answers. It's just about having a partner.
But what do you want me to say?
It's not just about having a fucking partner. Cause you keep fucking, you talking about everybody. There you go. Shit. No real talk.
What I'm about to say?
It's just about having a partner.
It's just about having someone. That's
about
why
having a
these
partner,
women
but-
end up with bubs.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't have anybody. You gotta really have somebody you love and really care for. Cause you can't be fucking with no anybody. Just you know what I'm saying. They probably have some dirty people out here or some real grimy people out here that are really question. Now you always cut me off when I'm fucking talking.
Finish, boss.
Nah, I forgot. I ain't forget. But real talk. Like, yeah, they really got some crazy people out here. You just gotta watch who you fuck with for real. Cause any girl, you don't want to fuck with anybody, bro. They'll really set you up for that kill. You could get killed, bitch. You could get robbed.
Who you messing with? Man,
they got them crazy. No, I ain't messing with nobody. I told you who I'm messing with. I'm happily married. But they got some crazy people out here. I didn't see this shit. I got partners,
right.
nigga. Come on, Tay. I didn't see this shit.
You
You said I'm this rapper. I know everybody.
Earlier you said it's hard opening up and getting a new relationship and stuff like that. Do you feel since it's hard opening up and getting to know a new person, people settle for the person they're with and still stay in a relationship they know isn't working? It's toxic.
Absolutely. I can speak to that because that's something that I did. Stayed, well over my time.
Time kills.
Time kills, but it's the trip part is I have really great intuition and I have like a spiritual connection with the Most High. I remember when I first met my ex-partner, we locked, we embraced, for a hug, and the universe was like, bitch, this is not a good idea. But curiosity kills the cat.
Forced it, huh?
Yeah, I forced that relationship because I was like, man, well, why is it so bad? Why is my energy telling me not to do this? And boy.
Follow that energy from now on, huh?
Will the fuck I follow it now?
Now, where is the settling in today's age? Because I talked about this on the other episode about marrying, and we don't see too much marriage.
I'm happily married
right now. You're not married. You have a domestic partner.
Come on, man. A domestic? What that mean? She beating me?
No, you have a partner that you're not married to. That's all it is. But
domestic violence. That's
nah. But where do y'all feel we seeing more couples having children and not being married? Do you feel marriage is as important as it should be? Is marriage important to you guys?
No,
it's
not.
Then why you saying you married?
But I'm happily married.
What you saying that for then?
I'm just saying marriage. I'm telling you the truth. You asked a question
to you.
All right, you asking about me or you just?
I'm asking about you.
No,
you can't speak for nobody else.
I just want to speak in it in general. I want.
You can't speak in general because Everybody don't believe what you believe. Speak about you.
All right, look, for me, is it important?
Mm-hmm.
No.
All right. Is it important to your girl?
See? Y'all asking the wrong fucking question. I thought it was for me. I thought the question was for me.
But you in a 4-year relationship. I'm asking you a question.
Man, I don't know if it's important for her. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Just say that.
You gotta ask me. Ask me the questions.
Finish. Is it important to you then? Go ahead. No, it's not.
No, it's not important.
Why?
Why? Because like life is why. I didn't seen crazy shit happen before. Mistakes happen. Like I even without me being in relationship with you gotta trust. Like I said, like he was saying, you gotta that partner. You gotta trust that partner. You gotta know your partner. Like you gotta really. Not saying you gotta be controlled to where you know what this person at 24/7 of the day or do. You really gotta trust and know your partner because I didn't see married women get bust up.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Are you scared of betrayal?
Am I scared?
Yeah.
Nah, because if I know my partner, I ain't scared.
All right. So marriage is not important because you see.
I'm just saying marriage not important. Like what the fuck we get married? Like I can still get married. I'm not saying I wouldn't get married. That's not what I said. No.
All right.
I said marriage is not important.
All right.
Like
is it important to you?
Is marriage important to me? Not necessarily. I would love to be married, but it isn't necessarily important.
Gotcha.
I do believe, if you have a solid foundation with that person, you should be good to go. I mean, marriage just kind of concretes things. It's almost like a
contract.
You know what I mean? You're making sure that person is good. Whether you, if you decide to check out today or tomorrow, you know what I mean? Like
Check out.
You're good to go.
Check out. All right, man. I want to get to our next subject, which is we're going to Dusty. We went through the LGTB.
Huh?
How is it?
Joe, it's a lot.
Do you know it?
LGBTQIA plus
And-
add divide before you multiply.
Do you know what each one means?
I do.
Start it off.
Oh my God.
I'll go with you back
All
and
right,
forth. I
so
don't know
it's
all of them, but I'll go tell I don't know.
All right, so I think it's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, questionable.
I thought it was queer.
Queer. I'm sorry, queer, questioning.
He said questioning.
I think it's
Asexual.
asexual. I think the I is intersex. I believe.
Yeah, and is it transgender or transsexual?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna say trans to be safe.
Now, I know what, of course, the regulars, lesbian, gay. I don't know what the other words mean. Well, I know what bi mean, of course, but do you know what the other ones mean?
No, to be honest with you, I'm not familiar with all of the alphabets. I kind of stick to where I am, the G part, and that's it.
Now, is this too personal, or how was your coming out story?
You never asked me what none of my questions personal. I'm fucking with you.
I'm fucking weak.
I'm gonna ask you how was your coming out straight story was.
I'm about to say shit. I wish straights had a fucking coming out story. Fuck. My coming out story was it wasn't the best. I remember like it was yesterday. I do have a black mother. I love you so much if you're watching. But
Oh Lord, he about to say some shit.
well, I ain't cutting no corners, girl. I'm gonna tell it like it is. But we are solid. I love my mother to death. We have come so far. But I would be remiss if I didn't remember where we came from. You know what I mean? To get to where we are. I remember when we first had the conversation. I think my mother always knew. The trait was there. She always knew what was up. She was just waiting for me to confirm it. So I confirmed it in 2006 or 2007. And you know how when somebody hears something and it finally resonates with them and resonates within them.
That shit is here.
Whoa! And she responded, and my mother attacked me.
She whoop you?
She ain't whoop me. She boxed me up.
Oh, beat you.
We're in a car. We're in her Mazda 626 at
She
this
was
time.
driving?
No, we pulled over on the side of
Damn.
Peters Road. We're in Harvey.
She could
Shout
not
out to
wait.
Peters Road. That's why I fucking hate that street. But
Man.
my mama pulled over, man, and started boxing me up like I was a nigga on the street.
Uh-huh.
And I grabbed her hand and I'm like, man, what you doing? I'm like, this ain't even about you. And my mama stopped talking to me for quite some time. So just imagine being in a home with your mom, you love and adore her, and she ain't talking to you. And then, you get used to that shit. So over the years, we began to talk, but it was, the conversation kind of like started tapering off because at this point I'm developing into my sexuality and you don't really understand it and I can't come to you. So I found a gay family who would essentially be able to help me grow and be able to help me understand, the walk of being a gay black man.
All right. So how old were you? 2006.
2006. So that had to place me at about 14,
16.
14, 15, 16, one of the two.
Now with the
14.
with the gay family, how did you get acclimated so
quickly?
Did it go smooth? Yeah, the transition.
So I met my gay family later on in life, around 19. Shout out to Willie Morgan. He's a man that I give all of the credit for helping me to groom into the man that I am today. Willie gave myself and so many other black boys in the community a space to be themselves. He opened up his home. He opened up his vehicle, whatever he had available, whatever resources he had available, he shared them. He even allowed my last partner and I to form a home within his home. And he gave us, the opportunity to come back and forth whenever you felt like you wanted to be there. So I will forever be indebted to him. I got connected with him at 19, and he started to act as a real parent. Like he really showed me the ins and outs of the community, how to literally, walk into this bitch and, demand what I wanted, how to, use certain verbiage and all of that good stuff. So I credit him for everything.
Shout out Willie Morgan.
Shout out Willie Morgan.
Is just a complete sentence. Damn. Is the gay community a team or do they stick together as they should? Do they only stick together when people are attacking them?
I think from experience, we're getting a lot better, but from past experience, I feel like we were at odds with one another, but we came together when it was necessary, when others were attacking us, or if somebody, were to die or something like that. And I felt like that shouldn't be the only time that we should be gathering, with one another. At the end of the day, we are all, I hate to say this is so fucking cliche for me to say, we are all in this together, but some people don't feel like we are. Yeah, some people don't. Fucking High School Musical about this shit, but some people really don't feel like that. There's a lot of toxicity within our community, and you would think that people who have commonalities with one another would be on one accord, but there's a lot of hatred, within our community. Within our community, there's a lot of toxic masculinity within our community, a lot of toxic homosexuality within our community. It's a lot that goes on, with people who share the, some similar backgrounds. It's kind of like, fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say, so what is one disagreement that you guys have that y'all...
It's a lot of hate. So it's a lot of hating within our community. So say, for instance, if you look better than the next gay, somebody's gonna
just like fucking straight.
It's just like in the straight community, you know what I mean? If you got more than this person has, like they'll size you up or some shit like that. And it's kind of like, well, what the fuck is this about? And I've seen people get into hard down fights, you know what I mean, behind materialistic shit. At the end of the day, we all have 365 days in a year. We all have 24 hours in a day. We're all afforded the same amount of time to get the same thing. Yep. So what the fuck are we fighting for?
Facts. Now, with the LGBT community, I ain't gonna see the rest because I'm gonna mess up.
Just say that.
I'm gonna mess up.
That's all right.
You gotta do it.
Where does the transgender community come in? Because is in 2021, there's more and more people transitioning and coming out as transgender. Where do they fit in the gay community? Is there? Do you guys? What should I say? View them as the same as gay, or are they in another?
They're in their own own category. Yes. And I love my trans boys and trans girls. Shout out to Mariah Moore. Shout out to Milan Cherie and the House of Tulip for doing the amazing work that they're doing in the city on behalf of the trans community. I feel like I am a honorary trans member.
Honorary. He tried to get it 2 categories now, y'all.
But I love my people. You know what I mean? I get out there and march with them whenever I can, or advocate with them, because I feel like trans rights are just as important as straight rights. Trans women, trans men deserve to be treated equally. They deserve to be afforded the same opportunity as anybody else. You know what I mean? So
now, do you feel you guys have made what's the word I'm looking for? Damn. What's the word you mean when you move forward, but
progress?
There you go. Made progress, because 30 40 years, nobody could ever believe that because guys have been beaten without any consequences 30, 40 years ago of hate crimes towards gays. Nowadays, they have bills. They have the bills passed where more gay people can get married now.
Right.
They have consequences for just hate crimes now. You feel you guys have progress greatly. Some I don't know the word.
We've come a long way since the Stonewall age. Right. I definitely will say that, and we have a long way to go. It's not often that gays, from what I'm hearing, are attacked for their sexuality nowadays. It's more so my trans people,
right? And
they're losing their lives, and it's starting to hit close to home too. People that I know personally, were killed. These are trans people, and I'm like, trans women. I'm sorry, not trans people, trans women. Who were slain. You know what I mean, just for being trans. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean. How the fuck does that go? Mm-hmm. And I also had another friend who was killed. I don't know if it had anything to do with his sexuality or not, but he is a member of the gay community, and he was killed. And it's kind of like, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Do our lives not matter?
Now, with that being said, in a lot of you saw the post that we had on Netflix. You commented with the laughing face when I was like, they be showing tips nowadays on Netflix and TV shows. We had a discussion on that episode on which shows you be watching. Y'all check that out. Where we said on more and more shows are integrating gays, transgender. They have a show dedicated to transgender. Suppose I don't know if you watched it before. The progress I see is very good because on every show, I don't watch all the shows because my girl watch them. And every show, she be like, man, they got another bi. They have another gay.
Told y'all he had a girl.
I already told you that. He said, they got another bi, another gay. Every show got one. I say, well, babe, that's the shows you watch. Every show you watch, don't you think that's your type of shows now? What do you feel y'all moving at in the acting world, in the TV on the big screen at?
I think we're making strides. Mm-hmm. However, I don't want us to be this guinea pig, you know what I mean?
I was about to say,
I hate it.
Y'all portrayed
I hate
the right way.
If we're portrayed the right way, I think Pose does a really great job of portraying what actually goes on in the LGBT community. I feel like when I watch certain TV shows, it's not always the accurate storyline. It's more so like, oh well, it's the DL man, versus this very flamboyant guy, they're in this this love-hate relationship, blah 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 blah, and there's so many layers to gay people, you know what I mean? They come in various forms, you know what I mean? And there are various storylines. Mm-hmm. So it's like, Pose is kind of like, pinpointing a lot of it. And then it's also pinpointing a lot that goes on within our culture, like HIV, mental health, and all of that good stuff.
I think the main character got that on that show.
Yes.
Nowadays, a lot of rappers have had, you're a rapper. A lot of rappers have had, I would say, encounters or sexual encounters with transgenders. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but they didn't have sexual encounters with transgenders, and it came out, stuff leaked. A lot of NBA players, a lot of sports players, I should say. But when it comes out, they deny it. Why is that? That's for either one of y'all. Why do you think people deny being with transgender? Or they say, oh, I didn't know she was a transgender. Do you think everybody don't know a woman is a transgender?
What? Wait.
Sports players, rappers have had sexual encounters.
That's why I have a partner. So, like, by me growing.
What you mean?
What you mean?
I'm asking you what you mean.
I'm saying, so you gotta let me talk. You gotta let me talk. That's why I have a partner. So I know my partner. Since I've been knowing my partner since, you know what I'm saying, me growing up. Mm-hmm. So by me, sticking with that same person, I don't have to have encounters like that. So I don't know how to answer this question, so I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? Sports players, rappers, sexual encounters with transgenders, but deny it when it comes out or when they get exposed.
Gonna find you and take you.
They deny it quickly and say, I didn't know. Why do they feel ashamed, I guess?
I think a lot of them are ashamed, or a lot of them don't want to have that kind of attention being brought to them, or they don't want to be scrutinized for it. You know what I mean? And that's their prerogative. Do your thing. However, You know, but I hate to be the guy. I feel like this. Own your shit. Right. You know what I mean? If you're out here doing whatever, do it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and I have to practice this to myself every day. If this is not affecting the way that I live my life, if this is not affecting my overhead, how I eat, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And I feel like people should practice that. If you're out on your own and you're making a life for yourself, 9 times out of 10, you shouldn't give a fuck about what the next person has to say. You feel what I'm saying? Now, in some situations, a lot of people have a lot to lose. Yeah. You know, some people may lose their family. Some people may lose their homes, endorsements, and all of that good stuff. And I understand, but, you know, sometimes a dollar ain't worth, you know, your dignity, and integrity. Yeah, and I've been with people like that, you know, where they let a dollar, you know, dictate to how their life would be altered, and I couldn't live like that.
Mm-hmm. Side note, they just had a football player who came out as gay, who just got drafted. But I want to get to, they have conversations about how gays can tell if someone is gay. Is this true?
What? Wait, you said gays can tell if someone is gay?
Yeah, because women always say, "Oh, I just ask my gay friend if."
You know what? Gay. And a lot of it is, to be honest with you, a lot of it, and I often, I'm guilty of this too. I'll be like, yeah, my gaydar is on. But in real time, you really can't tell if somebody is gay or not. You know what I mean? And a lot of us base it on someone's mannerisms, base it on someone's demeanor, the tone in their voices, and, you know, X, Y, Z. And that doesn't necessarily equate to that person's sexual preference. I think that's a toxic trait of, you know, growing up. You know what I mean? We just automatically sexualize somebody. You know, hey, they walk differently, they talk differently, or they're gay. That person may not even know what the fuck gay is, and we're just projecting that energy upon, you know, upon that person. Just like children, you know, like little kids, they'll have like a little twist in their walk, or like a little, you know, in their throat or something. Oh, that boy gonna be a punk. How the fuck you know that he's gonna be a punk? You know what I mean? How the fuck you know he gonna grow up to be a sissy? That may not be his life. That may not be his calling. Don't project that on him until he's ready, until he knows that he's going to, you know, go into their world. You feel what I'm saying? Right.
Can you tell if someone is gay?
Can I tell if they're gay?
Yeah, women or men. If you look at a woman, can you be like, she likes women? If you look at a man, he likes men.
Fuck. If they
project, that's the word you're about to use.
Yeah, I think I was. If they project, they you know, their body language and shit, telling me, you know, I like
the opposite of what he said.
Yeah, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because you'll know, and then sometimes you can't judge a book by its cover. So, you know, it got its cons and its perks. So.
You really can't, because, I mean, the most masculine looking man could be the...
Oh, I'm saying, if you have some undercover niggas, like
not even undercover. They got a lot of...
No lie, you're going to gym, you'll see the biggest bodybuilder, but sometimes you can see the shirt he wearing. You can be like, yeah, he might.
You know what I'm saying? Undercover.
It really don't, but...
I didn't see some straight people, you know, do some questionable shit, and I'm like...
Yeah, a lot of straight people teeter the line, though. Man, they do.
The thing about it is... And I'm glad we're touching bases on that, because a lot of the shit that, you know, I was ridiculed for, you know, growing up, you know,
it's
like,
normal now.
It's normal now, and niggas like really just doing it. And they're like, man, I feel comfortable. Like high shorts, like extremely high shorts. I have never in my life seen a man, you know, wear, you know, shorts way up here. Well, back in the G, like in the 80s and 70s, because those men were secure within themselves. But you know, when it got to, you know,
2000s.
Yeah, 2000s.
Big clothes.
Big clothes. We wearing, you know, past, you know, behind our asses and shit like that. And then now, you know, guys are like wearing, you know, tighter pants.
Back to the 80s now with the clothes.
And it's kind of like,
they just be bringing the shit back.
Right, but I'm like, this is the shit I was ridiculed for. Like, man, being called all types of punks.
So it's personal.
It's personal. Like, nigga, I had to literally fight a bitch, you know, to get some fucking respect. And now I can say shit around this bitch with a manicure and a fucking skirt, and they like, man, what's him? I'm like, bitch, you should have been welcoming me like that, man. Fuck out of here.
Let me see, because I wear like a hot basketball shirt, like when I'm playing basketball. And
that's different, though.
Like,
he talking about like clothes you go out with, like women shorts.
Oh no, I ain't wearing no shit like that.
Like shorts that's like past your knees up to your thighs.
I don't even wear like jean shorts and nothing like that. I think I wear only basketball shorts. Like some shorts like these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like Gucci man, he had this whole 2-piece set on. That bitch was tight as fuck, and the shorts was like, like damn. I'm like, man, come down them steps, bitch. Like, but I've been doing this, and a nigga wanted to push me down the steps for doing this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now it's more accepted. Now, you know, the men who really ridiculed me in my childhood are asking me to dress them now. They man, you been dressing, you know, Since I met you, and I'm like, well, bitch, where was that energy 12 years ago? Like, you could have told me that shit.
Clothes, fashion, that's
I'm about to say
reverted
fashion
back,
crazy
huh?
Too. Fashion is crazy, but Lil Uzi be wearing some crazy shit, but fuck, that man be fresh too.
So saying that, I want to do a test your gaydar. What rappers do you feel are gay, are undercover? You just say Gucci Man come down the stairs.
No, I ain't say Gucci Man was gay. Don't do that. Gucci, I did not say that if you're watching. I'm not even about to speak to this subject. Fuck that. You know, to get a hit out on my life. Fuck that.
Might got to deal with the rappers later on.
Yes.
All right, now we have a singer and a rapper. My rapper say he not gonna rap, but my singer say he gonna sing. You need a beat, a R&B, or you want to sing a cappella?
I gotta sing for real, for real.
If you want to sing, it's up to you.
Nah.
You don't want to sing? All right, can we play something of you singing?
Sure. I just did something at Hidden Gems is on my page.
All right, that's what we gonna play it. Let's see if
It's depressing.
you're a superstar. Have you ever recorded, or you just sing live?
No, I just started singing live. I'm usually singing online.
Okay.
I don't.
He talking about him.
Oh, I think you said wrong. No.
Oh, what he said, man?
We gonna listen to a good minute.
That's me talking for a good minute.
P-Win.
Hold up. He said that's me talking for a good minute. I'm gonna go to the part where you were standing on the thing and look like you were singing your heart out.
I need you to do it in your time. Come on. Come on. Hey. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. Yeah. Come on.
I feel like I'm at a Medea play.
Okay, you didn't hear that. Fucking somebody telling the birds.
I just can't find a way to let go of
Yeah. All right, y'all. Before we get out of here, great show. But I want to ask you guys your top 5 R&B singers, top 5 rappers. Go first, anyone.
You can go first.
Top 5 rappers.
I don't have no order. I don't have no order, but I mean,
If you can't give me an order, I don't want it.
all right, well, you ain't get my shit.
Give me your order, R&B.
Oh shit.
Order.
Oh, it won't be. Well, it'll be a mix of R&B and like gospel. So I listened to Patti LaBelle's at the top of my list.
Patti LaBelle, OG.
OG, Summer Walker, I love her.
Young G.
Yes, Dorinda Clark Cole, who is a member of the Clark Sisters.
Don't know that.
Oh shit. Kim Burrell, I love her. And who else? Fuck.
G.
Last
one.
Fuck, I'm gonna go ahead and say Marvin.
Gay?
Marvin Gaye. I'm gonna say Marvin Gaye.
Do you listen to her?
Yes, I do. I love her. Let me add her as the 6th.
Honorary. You listen to damn, why I breathe like that just now? You listen to Georgia Smith?
No, I don't.
Who else? That's all I let.
I listen to all type of music. I listen to everybody.
You
So
listen
I
to
don't
anybody
got
on
no
his
top
list?
five. What? Yeah, I
You
hear
listen to
some of-
Patty?
Yeah, I love Patty.
You listen to Summer?
Yeah, Summer Walker. She put nigga in their feelings too.
Yeah.
I like the little feel. I'm saying I like.
you listen
all
to SZA?
type- I listen to everybody. He said, my old lady got that shit on album music, so it'll come across,
All right, I'm gonna let you get
on
away
the
with that.
shuffle. Put Queen Naja on that too, though.
Oh yeah.
I like Queen Naja.
I ain't never listened to Queen Naja.
You gotta throw her on there. She's shorty. Yeah.
All right, so what's your go-to artist?
My go-to.
Just give me one, since you can't give me a 5 in order.
I give you a 5 a go-to, like, cause I fuck with everybody. But let me see. I'm gonna go with her. I'm gonna go with
In order.
I'm gonna go with
Because all this like being.
I go with her, Dirt, Baby, Meek. I'll go with Watch out.
Yeah, that's a good one. Which baby?
Stay behind the camera. Not no fucking the baby.
Oh, not the baby.
Nah.
Damn, what's wrong with the baby?
Nah, I fuck with this
Let's
music.
go.
But I'm saying ain't my go-to. I'm going to Lil Baby.
All right,
Man.
Lil Baby, Lil Durk, her, Meek. Last one.
Future.
That's a good list, man. Now, any last words for the people, you guys? Or anything that we didn't discuss that you guys would like to get out?
Nah, man. Well, we about to tell the audience bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all fuck with me, man. Follow me on the ground at _Jayy. And y'all fuck with my music too. Jamon. JAMON. He gonna put the link in the description.
Clap it up for him. Clap it up for him. Any last words, Dusty?
All right. Go ahead and give it to me.
The Tae Visuals Podcast, y'all. I don't know what episode this is, but do not hit that button yet. Say goodbye to Dusty. Say goodbye to Jay.
Follow me on
Jamon.
Instagram at _The Dusty Show, TheDustyshow. Again, _TheDustyshow. I'm with the shits. Follow me.
We love y'all. This is the Tae Visuals Podcast, and we out.